Recently, we played Scooby Doo Night of 100 Frights, which came out in 2002 and was distributed by THQ for the Gamecube, Xbox, and PlayStation 2. This is a 3D platformer game that pulls from the Scooby Doo television show and sees Scooby and the Mystery Gang pull up to a haunted mansion, and there are various gates throughout the map that can allow you to access new areas. Also throughout the game, you find various gadgets and gizmos that help Scooby learn new ways to deal with the very frightening monsters that are chasing him. I remembered this game from my childhood, as I mentioned before, and I loved it so much as a kid, but I just sucked at video games, so I didn't make it that far. I played this game for days on end, and I played it maybe an hour and 30 minutes with my co-host Jason this time around, and we got pretty much as far as I got in all the days that I played when I was young. Basically, you have a hub area where the mystery machine is, where you can go and save your game or use a map to travel to various locations in the various different coves of the map. Each different area of the map has different inspirations for what it is pulling from the Scooby-Doo original show. Like, for example, we get Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, we get the Wolfman, and as you meet all of these different monsters, you can actually find them in the monster gallery. So you can see the details of the monster and all of the ones that you've come across so far. While Scooby is going through the different areas of the map, as I mentioned, you start with this hub area. There are different Scooby snacks, Scooby snack boxes, as well as sandwiches that you can find, and the sandwiches give you health, while Scooby snacks give you points that can be used to unlock various different things within the map. On top of that, the way that the map is built, it constantly has you coming back to different locations to recheck them out, to use the different gadgets that you've gotten to see if you can get any farther than you did before. For example, at the start you go into the house, and then once you get in there, you find that there are several areas that you need some springs to in order to actually get up to different areas in the house. So you have to go get the spring invention in order to give Scooby-Doo a double jump feature in order to get to these different areas. On top of that, you have like things such as the helmet, which helps you bust through spider webs, or like, for example, the lampshade, which allows you to sneak past various enemies. And the gadgets are really what shines here. The gadgets in Scooby-Doo are definitely one of the more intriguing and unique aspects of the game, and allows, as I said, for certain amounts of replayability of the various areas, and it just keeps you guessing of what's going to come next or what new mechanic is going to be thrown your way that you have to master in order to get Scooby-Doo to the end of this Night of 100 Frights. And since I just absolutely love Scooby-Doo as is, I just love the entire premise, and I love, seeing all of the different monsters be able to come to life in these, pretty superb graphics, you know? I also enjoy the various different NPCs along the way, ranging from the members of the Mystery Gang to Don Knotts, for example. It's Don Knotts!
Oh yeah.
Dude, it's Don Knotts! Yay! One of my favorite voice actors on the original show, who would appear from time to time as a cameo. Also, Shaggy just being kidnapped repeatedly and then coming in to help save the day half the time is just kind of funny and exactly what Shaggy would do and be like, and the entire thing just sets up this really fun and, in certain ways dark game, but very child-friendly and very, very fun platforming video game. And that's all of my first impressions thus far for this video game. I'm enjoying it, and I'm definitely planning to continue our playthrough of it till the end, hopefully. But without further ado, let me get you over to Jason.
Scooby Doo Night of 100 Frights. I didn't know this game even existed, nor did I grow up with Scooby Doo the cartoon show. The closest thing I have to growing up with Scooby-Doo is just the movie with Sarah Michelle Gellar and Freddie Prinze Jr. and those weird sexual innuendo type jokes that were in that movie. It's still not anywhere near as bad as the Dragon Ball movie and that weird director. But overall, this game was a lot of fun, and I do enjoy platform games quite a bit. Growing up with them, whether it was Mario, Ratchet, Sly, Donkey Kong Country, or Donkey Kong 64, any of those games, I enjoy platforming games the most. Next to RPGs, it's probably my favorite genre. I don't know if the game got the original voice actors for Scooby Doo, but it does sound like it. It does sound like they might have got Don Knotts to voice his character in the game, which is pretty cool. And overall, I had a lot of fun with this game. It does give you some sort of a challenge because there are certain parts where you have to time things correctly, and you kind of have to know what's coming up in order to do so. So there were multiple parts of the world of Scooby Doo Night of 100 Frights where I had to replay it just because, yeah, I didn't know what was coming. It seems to be a lot of things you can collect throughout this game. There are certain things in here that you have to kind of think, well, how do I get to there, and how do I get past that part, that make it at least enjoyable even as an adult. Overall, I would say Scooby Doo Night of 100 Frights, because you do get the laugh track in the background, and because you do have various ghosts that you try to find and solve mysteries and all that great stuff. I'm going to give Scooby Doo Night of 100 Frights 3.5 out of 5. I think there are better platforming games out there, but if you can find this game, I strongly, and you love platforming games and you love Scooby Doo, definitely go check it out. But those are my thoughts, and I'm just going to pass it back off to Rocky to close us out.
Alright guys, and that about covers it for our first impression retro review of Scooby Doo Night of 100 Frights. For my personal opinion, it's a great game, and I definitely think you guys should give it a try. There's definitely a bunch of ways you can play GameCube games out there, whether you have a console or there are other workarounds, so I definitely encourage you guys to go try out some of these old GameCube games. They're a lot of fun and definitely a good way to kill some time. And without further ado, you guys can follow us on Twitter and Instagram. That'll pop up during the outro. You can follow us on any other socials down in the description, and we have a Smokin Sessions channel where we do movie reviews and movie watch-alongs, all sorts of stuff, as well as like coming soon videos. It's just, if you want to keep up with anything movie related, go follow us over there and like and subscribe so we can keep you up to date with new games coming out here on the Gaming Sessions channel, as well as our opinions on recently released and retro games. Alright guys, I will see you all in the next one.
I spaced out of my head to the depths of the universe. It's a spell or a chance just to open up a newer card.